Coming off the road trip, just your thoughts on having the chance to bounce back here in this matchup tonight?
We got to be ready to go. It's a tough loss last game, but it's a new day, it's a new game, and we need every win we can get.
Anything stand out to you about the Heat and what's going to be key for you all as a group tonight?
They really move the ball. They play together, so we got to be ready to talk and communicate.
Well, what's been the biggest adjustment for you playing with Russell Westbrook?
He's extremely fast. So for me, I wouldn't say it's an adjustment. It's more my type of game, but the way he gets out and run, that's what I like to do. I hadn't been able to do that in the last the last year or so. So it's been fun.
I mean, it's weird because it's so dependent on the other team's matchups, really, honestly. So that's when obviously you get random people in there. But I guess in terms of like offensive efficiency, maybe I haven't seen the statistics. I'm just saying. I think throwing PG in there actually helps out a lot more with the second unit, and that sort of sense. I mean, whenever you could get someone like PG on in any sort of bloody five, it's always a good thing, So, I mean, that's probably my guess on it. Ask old mate, coach mate. He'll give you a better answer. I really don't. I just go with the flow, mate. I go with the flow. Yeah.
But you saying going with the flow, is that comfortable for you when you're able to, start a quarter with the second unit as opposed to, starting on the bench and coming back with Russ like you typically do?
I mean, yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's my job. As soon as he says to go in, it's like, yep, he's thought about it, and this is probably just going to put us in the best position to win. So, and then you just do that, really. Pretty that simple, honestly. Yeah.
Have you guys had a chance to look at Miami yet? And if so, anything stand out to you about tomorrow?
Yeah, they're a good team. It's just the way they run their sets and stuff. They're really disciplined. They play with the pass a lot. Transition is definitely one of their things. It's weird. They run like a slow transition as well. It's not your typical like really fast play. They do that, but like they still keep you kind of offset. Like Dragic does, the way he probes and stuff in transition, which is it's kind of bizarre to see. It's really good. Good from him.
Is that meant to kind of hunt 3-pointers that way? Or?
Yeah. So yeah, usually when those slow transition, that's what I mean. It's like just probing, ain't really just trying to attack. He's just kind of fake attacking and setting up for these trail threes. Olenek and I guess Ellington maybe. Yeah. So old mates. Yeah, they're popping threes. But yeah, the way they run their sets and stuff, they have a lot of freedom. So which is it's a bit dangerous. So we just got to look out for that, to be honest. A lot of their players are quite smart. James Johnson, really good player. Sorry.
Is this a unique situation where you're preparing for a team now this late into the season that you haven't seen yet?
Yeah, it's unique, but up to this point they got more than enough of a body of work to know personnel and what they do. So. It's not a game we're going into blindly.
How did you all determine you playing the entire first quarter and kind of, your minutes bleeding into the start of the second quarter?
Just working with coach, trying to figure out what's the best, to keep rhythm and keep a force out there in the first and the second quarter, and just trying to find minutes where we could get rest between myself and Russ. That's why, in that second half, or the start of that second quarter, I start out and then Russ comes in, just trying to find rest for one another.
Like what is it about Terrence that makes you all so confident that that's going to happen?
I think, a lot of guys you look at and you notice they have that it factor, and Terrence has that it factor, as a rookie, a young rookie in this league. He's not afraid. He's not scared of the moment. That stands out, and that goes a long ways. He's got all the intangibles. He's got all the skill. He has the potential. I think what sets him apart from a lot of rookies is he looks like a pro and he has that it factor to him.
Ray, your thoughts on the matchup tonight, and you guys haven't seen them yet this year, but I'm sure you're very familiar with all their personnel.
No question. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a 24-second, defensive game. Those guys do a lot of moving. They do a lot of cut and dribble handoffs. all kind of action. So we got to be sound for 24 seconds.
Last couple weeks, Alex is 10 of 16 from 3. He hasn't had a ton of minutes, but been able to come in and just knock shots down. What are you seeing from him lately, and how are you getting him good looks?
Just all about him being ready, you know what I'm saying, when it's time, when his number is called. That's all about being professional. I think, everybody's done a great job of just continuing to keep working, and they called for that given night to play 10 minutes. Alex has done a great job at still hitting shots. I can't put it on me getting him open shots. It's just him, when he's getting the chance, he's taking advantage of it.
He disagrees with you because he said it was all about you creating opportunities for him. So anything that you all are doing maybe as a 5-man unit to generate those looks?
Well, I think we're just more comfortable with each other just from training camp to now. Just understanding one another, knowing each other's games, and having that confidence with each other. He come in the game, I know he's a hot shooter, so I'm trying to find him. So I just try to get in the paint, draw his man, and I know once I get it to him, he got a quick trigger.
Ray, lately Paul has been starting off the second quarter as well as playing the whole first. Playing a couple minutes there. Does that change anything for you in terms of the way you operate on the floor?
Well, not necessarily. When you got a guy like that out there, you want to definitely get him the ball, get him touches. So the offense is kind of runs through him a little bit. So when he's out there, I kind of take a back seat and not really come off the screens as much and try to make plays. I try to kind of let him do that. That's the only really difference. But we've done that before during the season, so we kind of used to it.